All right. Player ready.
All right.
All right. It looks like we're live on the internet.
Mohammed says, "Start Cab Hoga."
Start Cab Hoga. Is that a secret catchphrase? It's like a special handshake that we don't know about. Anyway, welcome. Adam Patrick Murray here. Dan Masaoka. Player ready. Weekly game streams. You know what it is. Today we're going to play some Forza Horizon 4 on the awesome Main Gear F131 over there. You can see the stats in the window right to the right. I'm going to switch over real quick. We're going to dive right into it because I set everything to the highest level I could, which is dumb because some of them are extreme, some of them are ultra, some of them are...
Well, is extreme better than ultra? Or is ultra better than extreme?
No, extreme is better than ultra in Forza's mind.
If I was to tell you something was extreme or something was ultra, which one would you think is better?
That would be probably extreme.
Okay.
Because you can't go back from extreme.
But ultra is like max. Like if you say, if something said max, would you think max was higher than ultra?
I mean, max. No, yeah, max is like you can't go any higher.
Okay,
yeah, that's literal. Definition of the top.
Ultra seems like pretty.
Anyway, and you can tell on what we're running here. This thing, and also I disabled SLI.
Well,
so
just to kind of jump back a second. Ultra isn't that like come from like ultimate? Right? So if something was ultimate, wouldn't that be the best? Just saying.
Ultra comes from ultimate? I don't know.
I think so. Someone's probably someone smarter out there is gonna correct me.
Yeah,
sure.
Correct us in the chat. Either way, we're here to play some Forza. Sorry, I had to turn down the mic.
Sorry, I thought this was a Justin Bieber video.
Yeah, I mean, I would have thought so by the headline. For sure, that makes sense.
He does like to game, right? I think he...
Justin Bieber?
I don't know.
Does he game with Ninja? I don't know.
Probably, right?
Benchmark is complete. The game will... Oh, okay. Well, I guess you're going to have to see the game restart. I'm gonna switch over here, to us again.
Okay, back to us.
Also, what do you have off to the side here, Dan?
Can people even see it?
Maybe. Yeah. This is a Centipede cabinet from... our friends at New Wave Toys, Replicade Amusements. This is a recreation of the classic Centipede arcade with a little trackball and everything. You just hold on the power button and it should boot up. I did charge it. If it doesn't, then maybe we got a problem. Maybe you can't play. So
it's uncharged. That was the backup for me while you were playing Forza.
Yeah, hopefully. Man, wow, okay. Well, this is something to note. I fully charged this a while ago, and it's not even powering up. Okay, well, never mind.
All right.
So don't worry about it. Back to the game.
It's because I don't have a quarter. So,
oh, yeah, you gotta quarter up.
Does it take Venmo?
Yeah, you can probably try to swipe
Venmo
the card.
it? Because I don't have any change.
Actually, I think you can use Apple Pay. Now that you switched to an iPhone.
Yeah.
Oh wait, you don't even have your iPhone right here.
In my pocket.
Oh, okay.
My backup plan was to like go through all the apps that were on my old phone and think about what I need to transfer over still.
But the whole time you're just carrying around two phones?
No, I left this
like
one. I left this one here. Because it's like, okay, at this point I think I don't need it, but there's still some things that I've forgotten about.
Okay.
Yeah, I switched to the new phone.
So I just barely started, and they gave me one of my favorite cars of all time, a Charger, a Dodge Charger.
1969.
I love it.
That's your favorite of all time.
Yeah, if I can get one of those really high spoilers on the back.
Yeah.
Ah, man.
So you choose that era Charger versus like a Mustang or a Thunderbird. Or
yes.
Something.
Yes. I'm not a huge muscle car fan to begin with, but the Charger is definitely. The bee's knees, as I like to call it. Well,
I'll say
yes.
I like the Charger styling now more than I like the styling of the current Mustang, for what that's worth.
Yeah.
And
well, I mean, come on, it's not too hard to beat the new Mustangs. I don't know. I haven't liked Mustangs since like the 90s, personally. But yeah, I'm right here at the beginning. I literally had just started it last night, so I'm not too far in, but I was pretty happy that they gave me an awesome car right at the beginning. Also, Hayden Dingman, who did the review for PC World, you should definitely go check that out.
Is it out already?
It is not out yet.
Not yet, but it will be.
I believe the game comes out next Tuesday.
Okay.
Hopefully somebody will correct me, but that's what I believe.
Vignesh,
I believe what I believe.
Vignesh Balasubramaniam says, got to get the GTR or a Supra.
Oh, a Supra.
I like Supra. I mean,
you seem like you'd be a super guy.
I don't know. Race rocket, man. Come on.
I'm not. I didn't say that. I just,
I want the GTR.
Braking.
Yeah. Nissan.
I want that steering normal, traction control.
Vignesh knows.
Shifting.
ACS says, I gotta wait for it to hit Game Pass. Can only play the demo so many times.
Oh yeah, true.
We played the old Forza before. Did we stream a previous version for? We streamed another racing game.
I don't remember.
But I don't remember which one it was.
I mean, it could have been. I love Forza. I should say Forza Horizon. I'm definitely more. Oh, look, there we go. There's a Charger with the kind of spoiler I like.
Wait, that's a spoiler?
Tall, that tall ass spoiler.
I thought that was like a shopping cart handle.
Exactly. It's very, that's very Dukes of Hazzard style.
And Rurutu's joined us and says, "Look at all this ray tracing off. This is
right?
Poor man's." Graphics
Poor man's video game.
Poor man's graphics.
If Gordon were here, he'd say this was legacy gaming, right? That's how he describes stuff that doesn't have ray tracing as legacy games, like his World of Warships that he plays all the time. Oh, look, and there's Hayden. One Ordinary Life.
ITX says 1080 Ti, LOL, no ray tracing.
I know, right?
And Vignesh adds on the bagging, pleb quality, LOL. And we got, what is it, two 1080 Ti's in there? Just
there's two 1080 Ti's, but SLI is turned off because most games just suck at it.
Yeah, we're not even using Titans.
And we've got more than enough power, especially for this game. If you didn't see right at the very beginning, I benchmarked it. Everything is the highest it could possibly go. Also, I turned off the adaptive resolution as well, and we're still hitting like 200 frames a second. I mean, it's
because you on the benchmark thing.
Yes. Yes.
Peter Jansen has a question that I have no idea.
Yeah.
Weren't the graphics of that Forza game, which was used for the promotion of the X1X, more impressive?
That was Forza Motorsport 7, I believe, and I wouldn't call it more impressive. It's just different, because if you think about it, this is like you're going through the
first place.
Yeah, you're going through the countryside. It's supposed to be really pretty and also very arcadey. But Forza, the main Forza series, is supposed to be very, like, oh man, we realistically modeled the racetracks at Laguna Seca. So it's a little, and they really pay a lot of attention to detail of physics and modeling and things like that. So it's different. It's apples and oranges to a certain degree. I don't think they bust out the amazing stops on here, but I think generally this is more beautiful because you're literally in the British countryside.
Okay.
Rather than a stupid track.
Well, someone who might enjoy that is Whiskey Omega, who joined us on Twitch.
Hello, Whiskey.
Says, missed you guys for 2 weeks due to working so much.
Well, we're here, and you're here.
Yeah,
that's all that matters.
And says, I'll pick this up when I'm not spending 1,200 pounds on an amp/DAC.
Oh, okay, nice. Did anyone say if this is out yet? I believe it's not out yet.
I don't think so.
Like I said, I just barely started. Hayden Dingman did our full review over on PC World. You can check it out over there.
And I'll say I stopped listening to what Adam was saying, but Peter Jansen says, good point, Adam.
I was just saying how we're driving through the British countryside, and it looks different than racetracks.
Oh, and they're driving on the other side of the road. So it's like
I had the funniest situation last night. I forgot that in
the Ultimate Edition is out today.
Oh, which is early. Okay, and then all the rest of the standard people get it next week.
Standard plebs.
Yeah, right. Oh yeah, last night I totally forgot that British people drive on the other
Yeah.
side of the road.
And you crashed into someone.
yeah, I was driving on a road, and in front of me on the right hand lane was
Yeah.
Hayden's, because it shows characters that you're
yeah,
friends
yeah.
with. Was Hayden, and I'm like, what the hell is Hayden doing driving on the wrong side of the road? And I crashed right into him.
crashed into him.
I wanted to text him and be like, dude, your avatar is driving on the wrong side of the road. And then as I drove around a little more, I was like, oh, it's yeah, okay.
Was he actually playing?
No, they just take your friends and populate
I see.
it.
Okay.
So he's not actually playing, but it does update with like their levels and stuff like that. Well, actually, this is their placing, but yeah, these are all.
But you're okay. So
I'm doxing
you're
all my
sitting on the
friends.
correct side of the car.
Well, yeah, and I think, but I
it's-
think that's also car specific.
Yeah.
Who
yeah.
knows if they made a version of the Charger?
For the European or for the
Yeah,
English
probably
market?
not. I mean, it's an
Probably
American
not.
muscle
That's
car.
true.
But I guess once we pass some of these other cars, we can see.
If everyone. Yeah.
I did do a video with Hayden that went up, I think, on Wednesday. See, look at that spoiler.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I love it. And he drove around almost the whole time. He drove around the Reliant Robin. Do you know what that is? Did you ever watch Gear? What is that? Top Gear?
I watched a few episodes. I liked it, but I was never like, oh.
Yeah.
I would never turn to it, but if it was on, maybe I would stick around.
Yeah, I'm not a gearhead, but I've seen the famous Reliant Robin episode. The Reliant Robin was a compact car that only had 3 wheels. So the front was just
single,
one wheel.
It's called a tricycle. There's a name for those.
Yeah, there you go. It was just comical because the car is known to tip.
Oh yeah, the
very
stability.
easily.
Yeah.
So in the game, as we're talking about it, you can go watch the video. He's doing some races and he's just doing as bad as I'm doing, but it's funnier because
he's like,
the car's tipping
tilting,
over. It's not tipping over as much as it is just like tilting down and scraping. But it makes it a lot harder to drive, but also comical. I'm not the best racer, especially in muscle cars.
So you had the Reliant in the game, and Whiskey is asking, did you flip it?
But by the end of it, Hayden definitely flipped it a couple times. But we were also like just messing around towards the end.
Peter says,
"What's up, Peter?"
Where is it? Okay, guys, do me a favor. When Navi and Zen 2 have come out, switch your rig to the poor man's high performance PC, will you? Zen 2 3600X and Navi. That sounds good to me. So like another budget build is kind of what he's asking.
Also an AMD based build.
Yeah.
Because we got Intel and Nvidia rocking in this. Guy, yeah, I mean, we never did a build of Threadripper 2. Actually, it's been a while since we did a build. But yeah, we want to do one with Threadripper 2. We want to do one, obviously, with the RTX stuff, but...
Wow, you really are the image of Frankie Beaumont. Sorry.
And Root is saying no car damage in this game?
Yes, there is. You can turn it on or off.
But you have it off.
It can be... I think I have cosmetic only right now.
Okay. No structural.
So yeah, you can pick. It also affects your driving bonus as well. So if you go to full damage, you can
get more points.
Yeah, you can get more points. Typically, so I'm racing outside of the car, but typically I'm an inside racer. I like feeling kind of like immersed in it.
Yeah.
But it probably is not the best for the stream and might make people hurl.
Let's see if you can make anyone hurl. Battletoads says, have you guys checked the Steam hardware survey lately? AMD is effed like bad.
Really?
They have like 7% of the market.
Is that down though? I mean...
Yeah,
I feel like they probably gained some stuff with Ryzen. I mean, I haven't checked. I don't watch those numbers. That's more of a Gordon thing to do.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Or a Brad thing, I guess. But yeah, I wouldn't call them boned. It probably just sounds like that's where they've been at.
Can you make the controller be like you turn it?
No, there are no motion controls in the Xbox One controller. There we go. There's some cosmetic damage for you.
Turn sharp right.
Woohoo! Hopefully nobody hurled in that one. Man, this rear wheel drive. So my first car was a 1977 Cadillac Sedan DeVille, banana yellow with a white top.
Is that true?
Yes, that's very true.
That's like the car. I mean, I started driving my dad's old car, which was like a tealish Geo Prism.
Geo Prism.
Yeah.
Nice. I remember those. Well, so I should say that's the first car I owned. Yeah, my parents had a car, but yeah, I bought it for $600 off an old lady who was probably dying sometime soon. But
how much?
$600.
That's a pretty good deal.
Pretty good deal. But I had to replace the alternator.
So that costs a lot.
And the tire.
Whiskey Omega says 2990 WX is a beast. No way a Charger steers that well.
Yeah. No, there's definitely not. And that's the thing. Once again, the Forza main series focuses more on realism. This is more dumb fun. I'm just gonna skip past all this.
Again,
stupid,
this nice car. And Peter says actually they predict 30% market share for Ryzen in 2019, but now they are at 10%.
30%. I mean,
that's a big jump.
That would be a big jump.
That's hard to believe that they
also for. I mean, if we're talking about Steam hardware too, that's a
specific
subset. Yeah. I mean. So even if they jump up to 30% overall,
I don't know where you're going.
Yeah,
I don't think you know where you're going.
It's a lot easier driving.
Yeah, that's the style I like to drive in.
It's just too easy, you know.
Is that true?
Yeah, it's way easier to know where to drive and how to drive.
All right, so which of the racing series is your favorite of all? Rank them. Rank the top 3.
I mean, it used to be Need for Speed.
Okay,
man, back in the day.
Need for Speed 2?
No.
That was a classic.
Hot Pursuit. Okay. Hot Pursuit was my jam. Running from the cops. You know how it is. I live in Oakland. I live in Oakland.
I've never run from the cops. I've gotten pulled over once. No, I've gotten pulled over multiple times.
But I would say as of now, Need for Speed hasn't been that great. So it's definitely Forza Horizon. Yeah,
Forza.
This is definitely my jam.
You were never a Gran Turismo person.
I mean,
that's like really tweaky. That's like
it's too tweaky for me.
It's like, oh, you want to lose control of your car? Here's how you lose control of your car.
What the hell was that? Yeah, no,
I want that car. Yeah. I want the car that flies.
I'm doing a stunt involving some sort of jet, I guess.
Maybe do some evasive maneuver.
Whoa.
DBNX1701 says burnout for the X360.
Oh, dude, Burnout. Okay, yeah.
And Peter says Need for Speed Most Wanted.
Ooh, Most Wanted was great. I mean, Burnout. Oh, Burnout. So yeah, of all time, I would put Need for Speed at the top. And we're not talking about just now, but also all time. Need for Speed at the top and Burnout second for sure, for damn sure. And then Forza Horizon.
And Peter says, I love Need for Speed The Run.
I never played The Run. The later Need for Speed games I just didn't get into.
And here's an interesting one. Vignesh is saying, same Adam, I was playing the original Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2 on GameCube.
Ooh, yeah.
It was on the GameCube.
It was, well, and actually one of the other ones.
Forward. Ignore the camera.
Nice.
And Whiskey says Burnout 3 on the PlayStation 2.
Dude, Burnout Paradise. Yeah, no. So also the Need for Speed, they had the Underground games, which were all the Japanese cars and the neon lights.
Yeah.
That played well on my GameCube.
Okay.
That was a good GameCube.
I was never that huge into the car racing. I think the only one that I would say has like a spot in my heart is
Donkey Kong.
Cruising USA.
Cruising USA.
Cruising USA at the arcade.
Yeah, that was always fun. Cruising.
Yeah.
The attract screen was really
And
fun.
Also, I went to UC Santa Cruz, and Highway 17, which goes to Santa Cruz, is the most difficult level in Cruising USA.
That's funny.
With all the redwoods and all the curves.
What about what was the one?
Fun fact: I was a passenger in an accident on the 17th. So it is as difficult. Well,
dangerous.
I was in it with a crazy driver. She knows who she is. I doubt she's watching.
That would be funny if she was. No, what's the one that was? God, God, what's the one that came out on Sega and you had the red car and like you had the lady and you were like you had your arm around her. Driving. No, not hard driving.
Okay, Mark from PC World.
Oh, Mark Hockman. What is going on, Mark from PC World?
Our favorite friendly. He says, I bought my first car because I played it in Gran Turismo.
Oh, no way. That's hilarious.
Which car was that?
200 yards.
Gran Turismo, they had a lot of cars. I remember getting a
Outrun.
PS2. Outrun, that's what it was called. Okay.
Wait, what was the car
Outrun. It was a Ferrari. It was a red Ferrari.
though? Wait, what?
In Outrun, yeah, it was a red Ferrari.
Okay, so that's the game. Wait,
and you were going with a lady who had her hair blown in the wind. It was super fun.
I feel like I can imagine it. Was that like SNES?
No, that was Sega. Outrun was a Sega game. Yeah, Sega.
And of course he bags on me. There are no grades at UC Santa Cruz, which was mostly true. When I was there, they limited it to 25%, so you cannot take more than 25% as pass no pass.
Wait, what? Say that again.
Before I started, like earlier generations could take all their classes as pass no pass, so you don't get a grade. It's just pass or no pass.
Wow. All right.
When I was there, it was up to 25% of your courses could be pass no pass.
That seems lazy. Now I know how you got through school, huh? Is that what they're implying? Is that you didn't actually have to work for it?
No, it's just that it's like whether you got an A or a B, it's the same difference.
True. You either
Or
passed
C.
or you failed.
Yeah, you either did it and you know what you were doing, or you don't.
And you don't
Some know better, but that doesn't matter. And Mark says it was a Subaru Impreza 2.5 RS.
Oh, man, I want to see Mark racing in a Subaru Impreza.
I'm going to look up the Subaru Impreza.
Yeah,
2.5 RS.
you'll recognize it.
Because
That's pretty awesome.
when I think of Subaru Imprezas, I feel like that was a lot later. Like if this is Mark's first car.
That was a good car. Well, I don't know if it was the first one. It might have been the third one.
What year was that?
Yeah, that's classic. Actually,
Okay.
I remember
let's see.
driving that one in the second one.
Oh, 92.
Damn, yeah, the first one probably came out in 97, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Yeah, classic game. Good job, Mark. Unfortunately, none of the games I played have ever had my car, 1977 Cadillac Sedan DeVille.
And Whiskey says, get a G29. It's really twitchy.
A G29.
Yeah, on this. And Burnout 3 on PlayStation 2 is the best driving game of all time.
Was that Burnout? Was that Takedown? Burnout 3 Takedown, or was that 2?
And Mark says it was the year before the WRX hit the US. Any Initial D fans out here?
Oh yeah, there we go.
I love the anime, but
Why am I doing?
I think I was too. I shouldn't say too old, but in that, like,
too old for Initial D.
I think too old to spend all my money at the arcade for Initial D, because I love the idea of how like you have like you build up your profile, you know, and you carry it around to the arcade, and it's like on a card.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Was that only in Japan?
I
That
feel
seems
like
like a
I saw. I
Japanese
feel
thing.
like I saw it at some arcades here, but it was like by that point, I don't want to spend like a whole like $1, $2 on one round of a game.
Huh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Arcades got. I mean, I guess I don't want to say arcades got expensive, because it's like now I also complain that there are no arcades, right?
Well, no, yeah. The next thing will be VR arcades.
That is true.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that VR would work well probably for a racing car, because you're sitting.
Yeah, well, actually,
So-
I played when we got the Rift in,
Yeah.
when it first came out. Well, maybe it wasn't first came out, but I got Dirt. Ooh. Oh, man, okay. That's my third racing series. My
Okay.
third favorite is Dirt. I
Okay.
love the Dirt
You've mentioned
series.
that before. And DBNX1701 says, "Hey now, wait, hey, how about you talk? Hey now,
Hey now.
this is the song he wants you to sing. Yes. Hey, how about you talk about the soundtrack to all the racing games? I still remember Burnout Revenge racing on Sunshine Key to the Chemical Brothers, Big Jump, or Billy Trent Red Flag.
You know,
I
I always think of Need for Speed Underground.
Yeah.
It always had like the first one had that that T-Pain song, To the Window, to the Wall. What was that?
Wait, I don't know that song.
To the window, to the wall, to the wall, till the sweat down the wall.
Okay, yeah.
All the female crawl. All anyway, you know how it goes. That was in Need for Speed Underground 1, and that's all I can think of when I think of that game. That had some. Oh yeah. Dum dum dum. Da 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 dum. That was the beginning. Yeah.
I think we should get some official PC World grills.
Some grills.
Some PC World grills.
What would they be? Would they be gold? Would they silver?
Copper.
Copper for heat pipes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's get on that. We could sell them. You know. Maybe a full nerd grill with like the motherboard material.
The swag.
Yeah.
Maybe like a steering wheel cover.
A full nerd steering wheel cover.
Full nerd steering wheel cover. Full nerd beaded seat back.
Yeah, why not? I like it.
Just like the randomest swag that we could possibly get.
I wish. I wish we could get any swag.
It's like, you know what? Everyone else has T-shirts and mouse pads.
We have leather seat back covers.
No. Handles and the beaded seat back.
Beaded.
You know, like a taxi driver.
Do they even make those anymore?
Of course, there's taxi drivers still buy them.
That's racist.
That's racist. I would say that's a jobist. That's a jobist.
I get to select another car.
Actually,
look. There we go. There we go.
WRX.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with
The Subaru.
with Mark Hockman from PC World's first car.
No, he didn't have a WRX.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's before the WRX came out.
Well, I just upped you, Mark. Oh, look, and it's the steering wheel's on the right side. So
okay.
So yeah, it must mean they didn't make a European version of the Charger, which makes sense. Excuse me. This coconut lachrach it's got me all burpy.
Wait.
But yeah, I can't believe I forgot about the Dirt series. Dirt was awesome. And of course, Burnout Paradise. You had Guns N' Roses. Welcome to the Jungle.
Mark says Subaru, Suba powered.
Suba power. I like it.
Mark should bring in a photo of him and his Subaru.
He should. That would be great.
Those lamps on the Impreza are over the top.
Yeah, well, I think I'm going to do some sort of rally race. I bet. Sorry, I'm also going to turn off some of this stuff. I don't care. Skills? I don't know what skills are. Notifications.
Vignesh wants you to do a rally stage. And Whiskey says, never seen a Charger on a UK road.
Oh, do you live in the UK?
He gave a pounds, he or she gave a pounds comment earlier.
Nice. Actually, you know what? I'm sorry. I'm going to... See, I like to turn off as much of the HUD elements as I can.
As the what?
As I can.
Oh, the HUD.
I don't care about. I don't need to see how fast I'm going.
You just do it on feel. The wind in your hair.
Yeah, right. You just blow it. All right, let's turn that off. Especially because, like I said, mostly I drive inside the car. So when I'm inside the car, I don't want to see anything. You know what? I don't want to see my.
I mean, if you're driving inside the car, you should not have a HUD really at all.
Yeah. Sorry, everyone's seeing me.
But I would say that it's like you got to turn up the brightness on your dash because it's a little hard to see the speed.
Skills. There we go.
And Whiskey says, I'm a he. I didn't want to assume Whiskey. So.
I'm a he. I'm a he. He is me. So yeah, we're getting some off-roading time in this
Yeah.
Subaru Impreza. It is so weird to have my character driving in the other side of the
Yeah.
car. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Just pretend like you are,
Martin Williams.
well, the driver of
Where's my
like,
tea? Pip pip chatty-o.
a student training, you know, and where so like imagine there's a student that's on your left, but it's like they
Hold on, I gotta take a race.
yeah.
So
And
just
you're like, I
hold
gotta
on.
take over.
So I look to the. Oh, I can't
Yeah.
even look inside the cab. Oh, well, that's there we go.
There you go.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh yeah, but I was thinking a second ago is that like,
What were you thinking?
you know how I think we are supposed to like restart reviewing some of those like gaming chairs.
Yeah,
you know,
we
like
got one
racing,
coming in.
right?
Yeah.
We got to put the beads on it. The beaded seat.
The full nerd beats.
Yeah, and like a weird, like funny, like headrest cover or something.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Why not? Do you have some?
No, I don't.
You're
use
gonna have to
that.
get some.
Yeah.
We get some in for a review. Do you think they send review units of beads?
Well,
seat beads?
we'll go down to the swap meet and ask if they'll give us any review copies of it.
Hey, listen, I worked for PC World.
Yeah, we'll haggle, we'll barter. We'll give you an old copy of Forza.
They're like, a what? What? No.
Forza.
No. $40.
Not paying $40.
More like $40.
Whiskey says, AK racing chairs are amazing. I was testing them last week at EGX Game Expo.
Ooh, EGX. I've not heard of that one. That sounds fun though. Yeah, I can't remember the first brand we have coming in, but it's one of the higher end ones.
And you know how like DX Racer?
Yes, I know DX Racer.
So like a funny story is like this is in like the early 2000s. My aunt bought me a domain.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so my
like just to be nice, was it?
as like a Christmas.
Was it
gift.
Google.com?
No, she bought dxmasaoka.net.
So Daniel, what's your middle name? Xavier?
It's not X. I don't know why she like randomly chose X because X was cool maybe back then, the letter X.
Well, yeah.
But it's like D Masaoka would have been available. Any like
DX Masaoka.
Dan Masaoka would. There's no other
What if
Dan
it's- what if
Masaokas.
she-
All this would have been available, and she could also gotten .com, but she chose .net.
Well, it's on the network. It's on the World Wide Web.
So she was
it
definitely
makes
an
sense.
early, what's that? Early a trendsetter, an early adopter
Yeah.
in buying domains, because I was like, who did that back
Yeah,
then?
right.
So I like, kudos to her for that.
So do you still have it?
No, I've not
you let it
renewed
lapse?
Yeah, of course. My friends we call it Dix,
watch out,
Dix Masaoka. That's what I say. Dix Masaoka.
Well, yeah. Now someone's
Yeah.
gonna go. Have you tried to go there recently?
DX. It's gonna just bounce to nothing.
You should look. I'm curious. It would be funny if somebody actually owned it.
You should give me $1 if it just bounces to nothing. I should say that.
No, I'll give you $1 if there's something, because I don't think
But
there's anything.
I'm saying there's nothing. Why?
You're winning a prize.
Oh.
Here, have a wheel.
True.
Does anyone even use a .net account? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah?
I have both AdamPatrickMurray.com and AdamPatrickMurray.net.
all right,
Just in case.
For everyone, all our watchers out there, do any of you own a .net web address domain?
And I think you should check it out.
I think I stopped paying attention to some comments. So let me just try to catch up on comments.
Talking so
All
much
right.
about your Dix
Yeah, I got
Masaoka
my
website.
Dix Masaoka.
That you don't want that website. That doesn't sound like a
All
good
right.
website to have.
So just to catch up on chat, actually, here's some problems with the USA government. I think we all have problems with the USA government.
Okay,
So
yeah.
we're with you there.
Pile it on.
All good waving from Texas. I'm sorry, but
Tejas.
this game gets boring later. It's a racer.
Hey everyone.
I mean,
That's Kiop 901.
I mean, it's a racing game. What did you expect? It doesn't change much.
The radio again.
Peter says, I don't see any Mustangs here, only some Fords in general. Some what we call antisocial cars with big front bumpers,
Oh, in the
generally
UK?
owned by less socialized people, hence the nickname. That must have
And
been,
there's
yeah,
Brad
UK
Sticky
comment.
Couch.
You should Whoa! You should go watch some Fortnite. There you go.
Should we just should I just
I like
stop
when I
playing the
read
game
this.
and bring up Fortnite?
I'm trying to like figure out exactly what the conversation thread is. So Vignesh has.
nice.
I have a .me domain
.me.
because it was cheap.
Actually, I've heard some other people having .me's.
Peter says .net. You don't see that a lot. Exactly. You don't see that a lot. You should
Well,
just save your $5 a month and get rid of
I
that.
don't even think it's $5 a month. It's definitely not $5 a month. I doubt I'm paying $5. More like $5 a year.
And MC Windsor
Actually, no.
says,
I'm sorry. This is what it is. I have my website built through Squarespace. So
You get one free.
I bought .com and you get one for free. So I parked on .net. That's what it was. So I'm not paying for it.
I would have don't see .cc anymore either.
Oh, it's you. You made it.
I would
I've never
say
seen .cc. I didn't know that was one. Is it a country code?
it must be.
Before we start, you've got to know this isn't strict.
What was I gonna say?
What were you gonna say?
I'm trying to remember.
Your website, my website,
Oh yeah, you should have chosen .tv.
AdamPatrickMurray.tv.
Yeah.
I mean, I can probably change it
Or
in Squarespace.
I feel like .org is a little bit more interesting. The .me, I can see the .me. That makes sense. That feels like a good
See, this is where I'm at.
personal, like for individuals. That's a good domain.
Yeah.
Like .me. That makes sense to me.
Yeah. No, I like it.
Yeah.
Why not? Well, isn't there like a site that you can sign up for that's like, it's like something?
It's called Google.com.
No, you can't sign up for that. Well, I guess you can.
It was
man. What was the?
MC says .cc was big, was a thing back in early 2000. I added the word big. He just said it was a
okay.
thing.
Never heard of it.
If you park over a flare, will it catch your car on fire?
Nope. I doubt it.
Will you like start coughing?
Would it make your car catch on fire in real life?
No, I don't think
Probably
so.
not.
But would it put smoke inside the car?
Probably.
If you're like, no, in real life it would be in this one. You think?
Oh, in this? No,
No.
I doubt it. So this is
Think-
what I usually do.
yeah.
I as I'm, in between races, I kind of like adjust my difficulty, turn on and off traction control, ABS, stuff like that, until like where I feel like it's a good challenge, but also easy enough to make me feel like I'm doing really good.
Okay, here's an interesting thing from Mark.
Mark Hockman.
Beginning a few years ago, you could buy generic TLDs with names like .PCWorld or .Murray, but they've fallen out of favor.
Huh.
There used to be a .HTC and a .Xperia for Sony. Not anymore.
Well, I don't think. Either I didn't buy it or I didn't renew it.
Yeah.
But at one point I was looking at Macworld.party.
Okay.
So, yeah, and PCWorld.party. I'm gonna see if my own company would buy that off of me.
I think AdamPatrickMurray.party kind of works.
AdamPatrickMurray.party.
Yeah.
That's very long. Adam Patrick
Yeah.
Murray is already long enough.
I mean, of everyone here, I think you are the... No, maybe not.
Yeah, I'm not
You're
the
not the
biggest
most
partier.
Frank the Tank, like...
Frank the Tank?
Yeah.
What's that?
You don't know Frank the Tank?
I don't know Frank the Tank. What is Frank the Tank? Wrong way. No. Well,
Old School?
Frank the Tank.
Yeah,
Is that?
the movie Old School?
Oh, okay. It's been a long time since I've seen that movie. Frank the Tank.
Yeah.
Was he a heavy parter?
Only when he got drunk.
Okay. See, I don't get drunk that often. I like enjoying a good beer for the taste.
Yeah.
I like going to bars for the
Yeah.
atmosphere.
Yeah.
And for the fresh brews.
I was just in LA for a wedding.
Crap.
And my friend
really
wanted to
bundled that one.
he wanted to get I'm trying to remember the word, turnt, also known as lit.
What'd you call me?
But we did not get as drunk as we wanted to. Like we were like all prepared to take lifts home.
Uh-huh.
He was like asking the staff there, like, can I leave the car here overnight? And then we didn't get. And then they're like, if you park it on the street, it's okay, but not in the lot. And we did not get nearly as drunk as we were hoping to get drunk.
So did you drive or take a lift?
We all rode together, and he ended up driving us back.
Okay.
But we also talked about the conversation about like when was the last time you threw up drinking, and it's been a few years for me.
I can count the time on one hand of how many times I've thrown up from drinking.
I think I go. I think I'm less than two hands, but more than one hand. Yeah, let's see. But usually it was like mixed with like weed or something, and that that really screws you over. That gives you the spins.
Does it? I wouldn't know.
College, man. College.
In Santa Cruz, where they just let you pass or fail. Man, how I need to talk to our boss John and be like, hey, we should have like a pass and fail. You know, did I pass? Did I fail? Instead of getting like graded.
Vignesh says, I play around with the traction control in ABS to make it more realistic. And don't change the difficulty, just get better. You will if you push yourself.
Yeah.
And actually, Vignesh says, actually TC off all the time. I just turn ABS on and off. And it's Gauntz joined us on Twitch and says,
Who?
Feels bad, man. I don't know what part feels bad because I didn't quite catch when you said that. Is it the feels bad about getting drunk? Throwing up?
Yeah, throwing up.
Yeah, it doesn't feel so great. I was waiting for everyone in chat to just start admitting the last time they threw up, but no one did. No one did.
You know what? Well, maybe we don't have a bunch of drinkers.
Yeah.
That's okay. Nothing wrong with that.
We used to also drink 40s in college.
Gordon's not here. He's working from home today, so I can talk some BS. But we all know how Gordon drinks, especially when we do a live stream.
He does.
He just starts, he gets real red.
Yeah.
Starts using a
turning red.
Beer to
no shame in turning
water
red.
cool. No shame in turning red.
I think that's what we should do next time. We should attach
a beer helmet.
No, I was gonna say a CLC to his forehead, and then see if that like keeps him cool.
Cool him off during the stream.
Like,
am I gonna do it? Am I gonna do it? No. Dang it. Or whatever. I'll take second place.
How good would a CLC cool your forehead?
Not good.
You don't think so?
No.
Why not?
Why not? Why would it? It's supposed to be metal on metal, right? Isn't that the idea?
But your forehead,
it's conducting heat through metal onto another piece of metal.
It's like when you have a fever and you have to put like a cool wet towel on your forehead to keep your temperature down.
I don't think it gets that cold. Does it?
Well, it just exchanges with ambient temperature faster, right?
True. Yeah.
So
okay. Also, I think it's too small of a surface area on a human head to do anything.
Okay.
Other than irritated skin from the thermal paste.
This is like, I'm just gonna because I don't know how to actually create a poll in these things. I'm just gonna say, audience poll. Do you think a CLC on your forehead would help cool you down?
And if yes, how much?
And no.
1 degree?
This is a poll.
Okay.
It's just, will it cool you down to an acceptable difference? How about that?
Yeah. No, I say no.
I say yes.
Well, Mark's here. I remember, what was it, 3 years ago at CES? He saw something that was like, it was like this thing he put around his neck. Imagine like a travel neck pillow that had fans in it, and it could either be turned to hot or cold. He said it worked. It freaked him out, but he said it worked. I think it was maybe the inventor, the creator or something. We got him on video. He gave us a thumbs up.
And so MC Wizard, so CLC, just closed loop cooling. So think, liquid heat sink and a fan somehow,
a closed loop, meaning is there asking what it is?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. A closed loop, it contains liquid that goes across the radiator, cools off.
Do we have any loose around here?
In the lab. Yeah, just in the lab. We got the Wraith Ripper. The Rippers of Wraith. My favorite band. I should start a band called the Rippers of Wraith. And use the Wraith Ripper as a prop on stage. Actually, that's not a good idea. Never mind.
400 yards.
Ah!
Turn right.
Look at all these bad drivers. All these drivatars.
Turn right.
Oh,
200
there we go.
yards.
There we go.
Oh, you just took out that ancient brick, ancient English brick wall
I know,
that
right?
stood there for generations. And
Yeah.
you treat it like nothing.
These cars can really take a beating, especially against trees, large boulders, and old brick walls.
So if you crash into a tree right now, you would take out the tree, or your car just stop?
I would take out the. Well, it depends. There's different sizes of trees. If it's too big, I just hit the tree.
Big.
Yeah. But if it's medium to small, I just run them over. Look at that guy jamming.
Mark says we have some breaking news too.
Breaking news. This just in.
Yeah, this is in.
Live to Mark Hockman. Breaking news.
Intel admits processor supply shortages, which may mean higher prices. When you're done, check it out on PC World.
Oh,
what a great!
nice.
Was that breaking news, or is that just a plug, Mark?
Well, it could be both. Also, Mark, you should link to it in the chat, so all the fine people can go read that on fine content on PCWorld.com. Also, people have been saying they've been noticing price increases, so.
Which is annoying as hell because I've been waiting for prices to decrease.
Well, but I thought. Are you going to go Intel? I thought you were thinking of going AMD.
Nah,
I thought you were going to go
I was considering it, but
all those cores, man.
I know. Gordon keeps telling me, but there's something it's just I don't know. I guess there was that recent stuff about how I guess Threadripper now does better for gaming than it used to.
Well, what's the
update.
split for game to work? To video editing, obviously, and photo editing.
I mean, it's that's a good question.
I think that'll help decide. If you're more on the gaming side, then Intel's probably the way to go. If you're more on the AMD side or on work side,
I would say right now it's probably more gaming than PC. But if I think about the next 4 years, it might be more work.
I mean, by that point, you can always
gaming.
update the PC.
Nah, look, I'm using a 2500X. I've been on it for 6 years. I don't upgrade that. And I was just talking to Hayden because we're at Oculus, and he's on a 5th gen CPU.
Well, which he upgraded because he was originally on the same as you.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, both him and Brad were on the same one as you. The 2500 or whatever that generation was.
Okay, 2500K.
Yeah. So, yeah. Also, do you have the money to burn right now? If you got the money to burn right now, then you might as well go, high-end Intel, right? Because then you get the cores and you get the high.
I don't have that kind of money to burn.
Dude, come on. I know you. You're a crazy rich Asian.
That's true.
Right? You got all that money to burn.
That's why I work.
work. Like that.
Yeah.
There's something about being in the car that's fun. I like seeing the car, but I also like being in the car.
MC says, I'm about to put together an FX system and retire my 1100T.
Oh, good thing Gordon's not here because he's going to make some sort of snarky comment about your FX part running hot and, whatever, because that's Gordon. But we're not going to do that here. We're not Gordon.
I'm trying to think what was my previous CPU prior. Yeah, I don't remember what I had before the 2500.
I think that's what I had before.
You upgraded.
Right. Good news
Before I
is the
upgraded, and then I
impact
got
of
the chip
rising
here.
ultimate Bad
What are you on right now?
news, is that it doesn't start
Devil's
until-
Canyon. I can't remember the name. I just
Yeah,
always
right.
remember the code name. I think it's 6th gen. I think it's a
I owe you big time for helping me out earlier.
6750.
Meet me here. I want to repay you a favor.
I think. I don't know. I'm so not good at these names. I don't understand how I can keep with the graphics cards for the most part, but the
100 yards.
And Peter says,
the CPUs.
at Mark, you can use a link. Just replace the dot with dot. DOT and leave the part away. But yes, Google's being ridiculous with that.
Oh, can he not embed the article?
Let me see if I can. Maybe because it's our account. Let's try that.
So I think I can. I usually do when we're streaming the full.
I'm
nerd.
going to try that.
Or you can just go over to PCWorld.com. It'll probably be one of the top hits.
That is true too.
See, this is also why I like Forza Horizon, is because you
I
can
also just
plow
want to know
through the
if I can
countryside.
post a link. Oh, moderators can.
Oh, are you logged in? You're not.
Oh,
logged
I'm not
in.
even logged in.
Well, yeah, because remember this is that new laptop.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, just go to PC World. It's at the top.
Yeah.
You're fine. Oh, I can't go through that wall.
And I don't have my. Actually, I think I know what my password for this one.
In 100 yards, turn right.
In 100 yards, turn right. Ooh. I'm just floating. I'm just drifting.
In 400 yards,
In 400 yards, turn left. I think they got the same lady from the last one, but now her voice really matches because of the setting.
I'm logged in. Boom.
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 Breaking news. Intel. This just in. Intel says prices may increase from supply shortages. And what does supply shortages mean? Why would they constrain supply?
It's like OPEC, man.
Oh,
All right, there's a tree you can bust through.
so I can definitely bust through these. Just easy. Even that one, but not that one.
Which I don't think would happen in real life.
No.
I think that would have wrecked your car.
400 yards,
Yeah.
turn right.
Do you like her voice?
Do I like my voice?
No, her voice.
Her voice.
Yeah. Siri's here.
It's got an accent, so that's a plus.
You like that?
It's calming, so that's a plus.
And it's Gauntz says AMD hasn't quite gained by gaming trust yet.
Yeah.
Hey everyone,
I mean, I can see it. Yeah.
You're not gonna
Whoop.
believe this.
Oh.
Film producers bought this house to use as a set, but when filming
What?
they
What
just
happened?
left it. I had a word, and you
Should
know
unplug.
what? They
No.
said you could have the house for free.
Hey, you're buying a house now. What kind of
I
game
guess
is
I'm
this?
buying a house for
Is this
0
The
credits.
Sims?
Yeah.
Excellent.
I don't know.
Well, since this one's on the movie company,
Oh, that's a nice
here's
house.
the keys.
The Gables.
I mean, you get a little roundabout, like curvy thing there. I would
I
like
hope I get
that.
a new car too. Oh, look, I can finally change my avatar. Oh, look at that. I can promote Forza Motorsport
Yeah.
7. Or the third one. I like the third one.
Where's the PC world?
Where is the
PC Where's the
world?
PC world?
Before coming to Horizon UK.
Um,
So I ordered in some exclusive
Peter says in Europe they noted the shortage early due to earlier price increases.
that would be
Yeah.
hilarious if we just saw a PC World shirt in here and like nobody.
You know about it?
Yeah. Oh, also, have you heard about this thing? So, you know, Mixer.
Yeah.
That's funny. You get points in game by streaming to Mixer within this game. So Mixer's just full of people like farming. You know what I mean? So essentially, just like not really streaming, but just streaming just for the sake of it. Hey, there's Dan. There he is.
I have a little bit longer hair. I do wear that kind of an outfit. No, I don't wear graphic tees like that.
Yeah.
Would you say I'm more like that top left guy or the top right guy?
Left.
You think so?
Yeah,
Let me see the top
definitely.
right guy. I don't look like either of these guys. These guys look weird.
I mean, if I'm gonna have to pick one, I'm gonna pick this one.
They look a little
so-
cross-eyed.
I don't know why I can't. This item can be worn from wheel spin and may appear in the shop.
I definitely don't wear polo shirts.
Yeah. Well, I gotta put you in something for now. I'll put you in a hoodie. You're wearing. Oh, you were
I
wearing
think I
a
was too
hoodie.
hot.
You do wear jeans.
I do wear jeans. I prefer a little darker jean though.
Yeah, like that. Like that.
Yeah. I have skinny legs and this guy has much thicker legs than me. I have chicken legs.
Usually
as they
have
say.
nice shoes, and unfortunately, my legs are super nice.
So they don't have
weird.
chuckas?
No. I'm just gonna go with this one. You're not a hat guy.
Definitely not a
Neither
hat
am
guy.
Well, they don't really give you a ton of options right off the bat, which is fine.
Do they have a
Oh,
gold
there we
grill?
go. There, that's what you usually wear.
That is.
Actually, that's what you usually wear.
Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that.
There's to the best. So I own this pack. I don't know why it's not giving it to me.
MC
Whatever.
says graphics great characters are weirdos and low quality. It's strange. Yeah, so this is like this feels like. I mean, I guess it's so not important the character, right?
No,
but these are pretty little junky quality graphics. I'm just gonna say it.
Yeah.
Just gonna say it. I can go out there on a limb.
Loyalty rewards. All right. Oh, they gave me the shirts because it knew I had the other stuff. I got it. Got it. I have owned the other ones, but they were, yeah. on my.
When you pick avatars, do you choose men or women? Generally.
It depends. It depends on the game.
And then would you pick like human or non-human? If it doesn't affect.
I usually
stats.
do human.
Okay.
Yeah, and I usually do like a melee based kind of thing. It depends on how they look, because sometimes I feel like it's way easier to do a generic man than a generic woman. So if it's real bad generic characters, I'll probably pick the man.
Yeah.
But if it's like highly detailed, I'll probably pick the woman. Like in Monster Hunter, I picked a woman because I was like, from the screen it looked right.
Yeah.
But then in action, it just looks horrible. It's just not good. I'm gonna be a white lady.
Would you say?
Or is this me? Does this look like me?
A little bit, yeah. That kind of looks like you.
All right, I'll go with that.
Would you say, personality based, you are more of like a tank?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's also what you like. Because I always pick like rogue like characters, and like that's kind of accurate. I think I'm not. Yeah. You know.
Yeah, I like
not
to
wizardy.
High DPS. You know.
Yeah.
Sponge. Maybe a little bit more of like a healer. You know, if I can do like a paladin or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not really a healer. I'm just a sneaky person. Don't trust me, everyone. MC says, pink hair girl would go great over on your Twitch stream.
You are this close.
What?
Well,
are they talking about my wife?
I think you should be pink hair. You should turn
so I could be like my wife.
Oh. Maybe if we hit a milestone, we should bleach your hair and turn it pink.
Well, my wife will help me do that. Yes.
She has extra dye for you to use.
She has so much dye.
How about just a streak through your chin?
I don't think it would stay. I've tried to put color in my beard long ago.
Yeah.
It didn't stay very well. So
PC World Red.
And I don't want to. I'm not gonna bleach. I've heard bleaching beards just hurts and it's not a good idea. So I'm not gonna do that.
Not even for your fans. What if your fans all demand it?
I mean, sure. If they can demand it for damn sure.
What's your Twitter again? Adam Patrick Murray.
Adam P Murray.
Adam P Murray. So everyone, go to Adam P Murray on Twitter and say.
Luckily they won't.
You should. We, as the population of your fans, demand that you bleach your chin and dye it pink.
Or don't.
Peter has a question for the next PC World. For the next podcast, so you'll have to remember this.
On the Full Nerd
podcast,
which will not be next Tuesday.
What will you guys do to celebrate the 100,000, which is finally coming and way due? Thank you. We agree.
Yes,
we do. We're excited.
Yeah, we've been working hard. Everyone's been super awesome within this past 2 years.
Yeah.
Like I feel like we've been really working at it.
And we couldn't do it without our viewers and our subscribers. So thank you to you, Peter, and everyone.
Yeah, especially the people who watch the podcast.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. As far as what we're going to do, we've talked a lot about it.
Yeah. Figuring it out. We have some ideas. The main idea probably isn't going to happen, but I think we have a fun backup idea. We're not going to do anything super nuts, but it'll be fun. Yeah. And we would love to have you there. Yeah. Because we will definitely do it live. Hopefully it doesn't happen when I'm away on a trip. Yeah. But, I'll be there in spirit or in chat. At worst, shortly after. Yeah. I guess. Also, I should say that even though when we cross 100K, that's a big deal for sure, then that's when we can order our play button, our silver play button from YouTube. But I don't think it comes for a couple months. You order it or they send it for free? You have to order it. If you pay for it? No, they send it for free, but you have to actually request it. Okay. They're not just going to send it. Yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, so even if we miss the actual 100K, which we won't, we can probably still do that main idea when the actual play button comes. Because I feel like most people we're gonna cut it in half. Well, actually, no. That people have jerry rig everything. I saw that. Yeah. No, I think I'm gonna turn these names off. Is it just me? But the names over the head. Yeah, it doesn't bother me. Bugging me. It's like the real world. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. So that main idea
is what we want to do. Probably when the button comes.
Yeah, we definitely want to do something.
I feel like most people do something when the button comes, even though it's past. But then they'll upload some sort of video. So yeah, we got we'll get the silver at 100,000. Then we'll get a gold at 1 million, and then I think 5 million is platinum or 10 million. Something like that. Maybe 5 million. I'm not quite sure.
We had a video when at my old job at Chow that went viral, and it hit like 2 million in a day. And then I was just like, "Yeah, we're done for the day." They're like, "That was success."
Yeah, that was easy.
Yeah, we got more traffic today than we do
ever. Actually, yeah. How good did that channel do? It's not still up, is it?
I don't know. I haven't been on in a while. They laid off. I got laid off 5 years ago when they essentially laid off the entire editorial staff.
We got some old channels that still get views and
that
subs.
is true too. That is true.
We haven't uploaded anything in a couple years. So.
That one's probably hard to say because unless you have access, you can't see all the.
Oh, how much it's grown.
Yeah.
Which makes sense.
All the
we could write the number now and then come back in a year and look. Yeah, no. Thank you, everyone. I'm super happy. I'm super proud. I love everyone we work with. Dan, Gordon, Elena, Mark, Melissa, all the people in the videos.
I'm waiting for him to leave someone out,
Mike, Simon,
so that it can be a diss. Oh shit!
That's all the PC World crew that shows up on video, but also we have Catherine who doesn't show up on video. She works hard in the bit. Rob, our designer, he works hard. Of course, the Macworld crew. Leif comes on here every once in a while, even though he's Macworld. It's really is a team effort. It's back in the day I heard some rumblings that Macworld and PC World were not necessarily the best friends, but our crew here, we all work together. We help each other out.
And Peter says YouTube is funny in a way. Going from a few subscribers to a few thousand takes as long as going from a few thousand to tens of thousands and tens of thousands to 100,000 and so forth. Exponential growth or decline. Yeah, we're hoping that's how all this effort that everyone's put in will pay off, and we'll see that 100,000 subs.
Yeah, and I think if anyone's got some stuff they wish we did, subs. We're always looking to refine. Yeah. We're always trying new things. So if you're like, oh wow, I really wish you did grocery haul videos or makeup tutorials.
Is anyone asking for Adam to do makeup tutorials? They do very well.
You're asking me literally to dye my beard color.
Is that makeup?
It's not. Well, it kind of falls in that. It's out of our wheelhouse.
True. A how-to.
Well, actually, if you go to
3 reasons why.
Yeah. My wife Lindsay already has a how to dye your hair in natural colors video on YouTube. Yeah.
How does it do?
It's a good video. Yeah.
What's traffic like?
I haven't checked in a long time.
How much YouTube partner money has she made?
Tens of cents.
And MC Windsor says yes, Adam, hot pink. So
yeah,
I haven't heard anyone say no. So it's 100%. If we base it on on math,
I'll check my Twitter right now.
100% of people say yes. If we extrapolate that information for the world, that's close to 7 billion people saying yes, you should make a hot pink.
I'm not good at math, so I guess I'm gonna have to defer to you. But let's see.
Anthony says,
"Hey, real quick,
swap your WRX."
I just checked Twitter. No comments about the beard.
No comments.
Sorry.
So wait, so you're saying that if there was a comment,
I'm saying if there was a comment, it would mean that somebody was serious, but obviously nobody's serious. And yes, I should switch out of this car.
And Varutu, who now has switched to Twitch, says male grooming.
Okay,
I've suggested
some of us
this before.
Are experts, yes.
Because we all groom to a certain amount.
Yeah, of course. It's part of
I'll just
life.
say it. I groom my body hair.
Yeah, me too.
You
it happens.
And there's real advice, and and shopping for that. It might be a Tech Hive video.
Yeah, Tech Hive does smart home stuff. So.
Does smart home stuff. We could try trimmers on people's backs, see which ones work the best.
Yeah. I'm gonna go over here.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah, I just bought a new trimmer rather recently because the battery on my old one was dying. I've had it for a few years, but I really like that old one.
What should I drive? Should I drive a Trans Am? I like a Trans Am.
The rape van.
This, yeah?
Yeah.
Right. Sure, why not get in car?
The child abduction van.
Yes.
Can you spray it free candy on the side of it?
Why is so much of the windshield
That's a terrible
blocked?
joke. I apologize.
Yeah, it's a bad joke. Also, the windshield is really blocked. Did it? Oh man, that's weird.
Great news. I found
Stop it.
And Peter says many guys in that tech world don't listen. He's saying that's also why we're doing great. They get detached from the viewer base and get less informed. But we listen to the viewers.
We listen for better or worse. Don't worry. I listen. I read almost every comment that comes on our YouTube videos.
We listen to the viewers. We don't listen to each other. But,
what? What'd you say?
Yeah.
Even the ones that are hurtful, and yeah, there's definitely been some people that don't like us.
And
so
Rurutu says, which razor does Gordon use on his head? I don't know for a fact, but if I was to guess, he seems like, like those really cheap plastic Bics.
I think Bic is too expensive for him.
Like generic brand?
Yeah, I think you're talking like...
I mean...
He probably gets them at a, what's that Japanese shop?
Daiso?
Daiso. I feel like he probably gets...
no, I think he just gets straight up, whatever's on sale at Target.
Also, this van is horrible. Here we go. I'm going to do a jump in the van. I love the pipe on the top.
You like the ladder didn't budge and this tube didn't budge.
It's secured, man. He's a pro who's ever driving
MC
this.
says a dollar store actually.
Yeah. What kind? Does he raise? I actually don't think he does razor his head.
And here's a good question.
I don't think he does.
He must. He must. I don't.
No, because I don't think I've ever come in and been like, "Wow, dude, your head is completely like."
No, I think I've seen some slight fuzz. I feel like it.
No, I've seen it fuzzy, but
he doesn't razor it.
I don't think he razors.
He uses an electric.
Yeah, I think he.
I think you're right. Yeah, I think he just uses an electric.
Yeah, because anytime I see somebody who has just like a pure, razor,
that's
like
true. It's not shiny. It's not Martin Williams shiny.
Yeah, it's shiny, but also like I can't help but touch it. I know it's probably
wrong.
not the nice thing to do.
No, that's inappropriate.
But yeah, like I just feel like I need to be like. Because I've never bicked my head. Have you?
Yeah. No.
I've always wanted to. I have. I feel like one day in my life I do want to try it just to see what it's like.
Ooh, that's a good 100,000. Or I'm sure there's
no.
There's probably something that you can do in solidarity. Maybe there's a cancer awareness month or something.
Yeah.
Maybe we could raise some money for that.
Yeah, not for 100K. I mean, hey, you know what? If enough people tweet me, which nobody's tweeting me.
MC says Target's too high end for Gordon.
Target is. I don't. If Gordon were here, he would definitely rant about Target.
And here's a good question that I wanted to ask, and it's from Anthony Williams on YouTube. It says, do y'all drive something fancy or just a little something to get from A to B?
I mean, this guy's fancy.
I got my Prius Prime.
A hybrid.
2017 Prius Prime, electric plug-in. Got some nice tax credits on that.
Yeah, fancy.
I get 53 miles. No, sorry. Wait, is it 53 miles?
Is it 53? Feels like it should be higher. Also, don't talk to Gordon about hybrids because you know how...
Don't get him started. And that's our main commuter car that we drive. And then I have a 99 RX 300. SUV,
which you don't drive that much anymore.
No, because I mean it gets terrible. It gets like 15 miles per gallon or something. So it's terrible. We used to spend like $200 a month on gas.
Why don't you sell it?
Well, we need 2 cars because we live in the suburbs now.
Yeah.
What do you have?
So I don't own a car
Yeah.
right now, but my wife owns a.
You're married, so it's a joint property.
She reminds me that it's hers. A 2007 Honda Civic. So nothing fancy.
Yeah.
It's it's done well for us. We definitely want to get a new car. We're looking at some stuff.
And MC is the crazy rich guy because he has an 88 Mustang, an 87 Aerostar, and a 17 Mustang.
Wow.
So that's the baller over there.
Damn.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah. I mean, I really wish I could get another Cadillac. Like, it is my dream one day to get my old first car again.
I would not get a Geo Prism if I had the money. I'll tell you that right now.
No, I would love to get same car, same color. Gas mileage was not good. I think it was like 12 miles a gallon or something.
Yeah.
And it had one of the coolest things though. It had the gas cap was behind the license plate. So you would pull up and you would pull down the license plate to fill it up, and that was always fun. But yeah, it was a 25-gallon tank, and even at the time when I was in high school and college, I never had enough to fill it up. And gas prices they were like at $1 a gallon, if you can remember that, or like a little over. And yeah, I never had enough to fill it up because it was just such a huge tank.
Peter also says, Gordon also is important for the growth. While all the guys were saying that Ryzen sucks for gaming, he said that it is mostly due to software optimization.
Yeah.
And you can tell that, you guys.
Yeah, I mean, when
Gordon's gem.
Yeah, when Intel is the main dog out there, of course software is going to optimize. You have to optimize for the largest base. Kind of like how Apple people always say, oh, Macs never get viruses, and it's like, no, actually they do. They just don't get targeted as much because it's not as much of the base. So yeah.
Arut says, how about 1 million YouTube subs? Adam shaves his head. I mean,
Yes.
1 million. Yeah,
I will do that.
that's a good number.
But I don't know if we're ever gonna get there. That's a long.
That's a
long journey.
Yeah.
I don't even know. How long that would take. I mean, PC World's YouTube has literally been around right now for like 11 years, I think. And obviously most of the growth has happened in the past 2 years.
It wasn't taken seriously for a while.
Yeah. Well, it was taken serious like right up front in the early days.
Yeah.
But then
kind of
it
lapsed,
was dead for many years. So, yeah. It's, 1 million. Sure. I'll do it.
Yeah, Bic.
Yeah, I'll Bic it.
Anthony Williams says, bought a 95 Acura Integra for $2,200. Yeah, I haven't.
Acura Integra.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Man. Wait, so your first one was a Geo Prism?
Yeah. So the first car, that was the one that I used all the time because it was our family car. So that was it.
But what was the first one
The first one I had was a Pontiac Vibe.
I don't think I know what that is.
So
wait, was that the one with the hamsters in the
No, that's
commercials?
Kia's.
Oh,
So the Pontiac Vibe is the sister/twin to the Toyota Matrix. They're made at the same factory.
I don't know.
With just slightly different styling, but the inside guts were all the same because it was a joint venture between Toyota and General Motors.
That's funny.
So they both had their version of it.
Never. Could bring up a picture. I'm interested to see.
By the festival, we make our own rules. The best racers stay and the rest go home. This is the street scene.
This is the street scene.
If that's cool with everyone.
There's the Pontiac Vibe. It was a wagon.
Oh, that was your first. Why did you buy that as your first car?
Well, my parents helped me.
Oh, yeah. Okay. It all falls into place.
And then my dad ended up getting a Pontiac Vibe as well.
Because he liked it so much?
I guess so, yeah.
All right, why not? That's funny. Now, this is an ugly-ass car, but... Oh, yeah, I need to put the... That's dumb when you change cars, it resets your...
Embassy says, ballin' in the vibe.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
And Peter says, my dream car would be a responsibly made alternative to Tesla. But that won't happen anytime soon, will it? What would I...
this car is really hard to
If you
drive.
had all the money in the world, what car would you have? That's a good one. I'm trying to think to myself.
When I was growing up, I also like when I was a kid, I loved the Lamborghini Countach. That was like I was like, wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
Lamborghini.
I mean, I don't know really like that much about cars.
Me neither.
So like if I had all the money in the world, I'd buy like the stupidest, richest, like most expensive car to buy.
I mean, it's
That,
probably
like-
something like this. It's ugly as hell. Like a racer. Like if you're not
Yeah.
talking like an open wheel like F1
Yeah.
racer,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, like
it's probably
I mean,
something dumb like this, like a Zonda.
I would probably do that. If I had like not like a ridiculous amount of money, but like a ton of money, I think I might buy like a GTR.
Yeah. See,
Something along the lines of that.
I would just be happy with 3 cars. The first car I ever bought, 1977 Cadillac Sedan DeVille, a 1969 Dodge Charger with a huge spoiler, and a Lamborghini Countach, bright red.
Anthony Williams says, my
Alright, I'm gonna
first
change
was a
this car.
Ford Festiva. Mom got it for me when I was 16. It was
Ew.
$600.
Thank you, Mem.
Thank you, Mom. I'm going to look that up.
$600? Wow.
And Peter says, a Lamborghini Murcielago, by the
Ooh,
way. The design
Murcielago.
comes from
Yeah.
a Belgium guy. Let me look at the Ford
Yeah,
Festiva.
Lamborghini. I was always out of the Ferrari, Lamborghini, Porsche clan. I was always a Lamborghini guy.
I like
Ferrari
the, I like here's the Ford
Never liked
Festiva.
Porsche. Nice.
That's a
that looks classic.
That's
that
a
looks,
classic
yeah.
car. That would honestly, if you had that car today, it would look pretty cool. Like the fact that like you're out there.
Well,
if you
look,
had, like,
this one's like decked out. The bottom right one. It's got some racing lights.
yeah, I mean it's sort of like if you had like an 86 now, right?
Yeah.
It's like there's something cool about it.
Oh man, my stepbrother had a.
And Aryan Biswakarma says my first car was a Nissan Sentra.
Oh yeah, Nissan Sentra. That
That's a
my
classic-
that
classic
was
everyone
yeah.
car.
My ex-wife had that one, so I drove that one for a long time.
Yeah.
This thing does not.
Can you drive through a house?
So there was a car my stepbrother had when we were in high school by a company that went out of business. It was like just this weird, odd European-looking design.
Interesting.
And then the company like totally just went out of business. I don't remember why, and I can't remember the name of the damn car.
It was like what styling of the car?
It
What
was
looked like?
weird. It was European. It was kind of bulbous. It had a hatchback, but like a long hatchback, not like what we had just looked at. Look at that dash, man.
Yeah,
dashes were fun.
that's nice.
God, what was the name of that car? It almost kind of looked like one of those racing cars, like a cheap man's version. Yeah. Oh, now we're in Edinburgh. Edinburgh, Scotland.
And Peter says he always considered a Porsche to be too kitsch. I mean, they're not that special. Yeah, they're not that special.
I mean, they are.
They are.
But
They're nice.
also you can get them for pretty cheap. I mean, a Lamborghini you're not getting for very cheap.
Yeah.
A Ferrari, I don't think you're getting for
Yeah.
very cheap.
Yeah.
But a
I mean,
Porsche you can get like a
Yeah,
911.
they're way nicer
Yeah.
than what we have.
Yeah.
That's for certain.
Yeah. It's like a mid-range kind of thing.
And I think we're also like, at least I am, like being in San Francisco, you see so many nice cars.
Oh, I'm
that,
not gonna win in
like,
this car.
I am not. It takes a lot to impress me.
I mean,
now.
we see Teslas all the time. We see,
Yeah.
we
Porsches
see
are common.
Yeah.
And I mean, they're all like, people are spending, close to $100,000 on their cars, but just like, yeah.
Oh, I'm not gonna win this race. This car is nuts.
Well,
Oh, look at that! What is
you're
that
losing
thing?
to that guy.
I'm losing to that
You're losing
guy.
to that guy.
Oh man,
That's not the
I'm
car.
gonna have to restart
That
this
is
race.
not the car. If you're losing to that guy, that's the
I
driver.
need to- yeah.
Anthony says, y'all do your own maintenance or take it to a shop. So I used to change my oil. But my wife's cousin-in-law owns a shop, a Toyota shop. So that's why all the family takes
speaking of Porsche.
their Toyotas to him. And so we get he hooks it up. And I, trust the guy. So Yeah.
Yeah,
that's what we do.
I mean, I learned a little bit of maintenance on my Cadillac when I
Yeah.
first had it, but that's also because everything in there was just huge, and you could just look at something and be like, "Oh, that's what it is." Like nowadays, nah, I'm not doing any sort of maintenance.
Peter says all those rich Silicon Valley guys buy expensive cars? Question mark.
Yeah. I mean, they buy.
That's probably a
Yeah.
sarcastic question.
No.
Um,
Yeah, but true.
not all. Some. There are some very wealthy people who drive janky cars.
Or they get a Brompton folding bike,
What they get? Yeah.
like Gordon. Just kidding, he doesn't.
So there's the but a lot of them, it's just like, if I had some of that tech startup money that like had an IPO, tell you I wouldn't be sitting here.
Yeah, sitting here watching me play Forza.
Yeah, no, I'd be playing myself some games. Yeah.
There we go. All right. Now I feel like you get a little bit of better chance here.
Yeah, and Peter says changing oil is something which you ought to do yourself, in my opinion. It's like replacing your front tire on a bike. You should be able. I agree. You should be able to do it yourself. It is a little bit messy.
It is messy. All right. I'm sorry.
And I used to do it because it was cheaper. So I'd like wait till like I could get a coupon from like Pep Boys or something like that. And so like it was just like you could do it super cheap.
Yeah.
But
Oh no, I didn't want to.
now it's like, man, is it worth my time? I don't know.
It is not worth your time. Your time is more valuable.
Yeah.
As
'Cause I'm a crazy rich Asian.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
if I had that house,
Yeah. Oh, are you talking about in the movie?
if I ever
I
get
haven't
that
watched the movie.
rich,
Is the movie still in the theaters?
yeah.
Oh, you know what I missed last night? There was a special screening nationwide for the first Transformers movie, and I don't mean the live action one. I mean the cartoon. Our facilities guy Luis went to it.
Oh yeah, we should ask him.
Yeah,
about
we
it.
should. I don't know if he's in today, but yeah, I was real bummed. I wanted to go see that in the theaters. Cause yeah, Transformers. Anyway, movie theaters.
Wait,
Movie
what
theaters.
time is it?
What time is it?
11:25.
All right, yeah, we can wrap it up after this one. I haven't unlocked any cars. Maybe you need to go somewhere to unlock some cars. Who knows?
Gotta buy them. That's DLC.
There you go. Well, luckily I was provided a code. Thank you very much.
Peter says, good for Gordon that he travels by bike.
Well, he doesn't. He mostly walks and takes the bus and the BART.
Yeah.
But yeah, the folding bike, when we did that hardcore hardware, yeah, he loved that thing.
I guess, yeah, he doesn't bike. He was bringing, he had his own folding bike.
Yeah.
And he was bringing it to work. I haven't seen him use that in a long time.
Yeah.
Huh. I should ask about that.
Yeah, I think he's been walking, taking the bus. I mean, it's hard. Even a folding bike is hard sometimes to take on BART. Just our
Crowded.
our transit system, and it just gets crowded, and it's just not fun to have a ton of stuff on you. I don't even like having my backpack with me, but I do because I need to carry stuff back and forth.
Yeah, and Anthony Williams can do a lot. I can change my alternator, spark plugs, oil, radios. Can't pull out a tranny or do stuff like that. Okay,
I mean,
yeah.
a transmission, to pull out a transmission, you have to have one of those things that, I mean,
I think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe, or at least get the car really high, right?
Yeah.
You gotta.
I did change the brake fluid on my motorcycle.
There you go. Perfect.
I did that.
Oh, yeah, you own a motorcycle, too.
Yeah.
You still own it.
I do. I think I'm debating whether to sell it because it just takes up space in the garage and I haven't used it. And we have 2 cars now.
Sell it to Hayden. I think Hayden was looking for a motorcycle.
Was he really?
I think so. I believe so.
I have a friend in LA who was also like, you can try and get rid of it? I was like, maybe.
Sell that thing, man. Get that moolah. Oh, why is my...
Do it. Let me see it.
Oh, that's not me. I'm over here going like this.
Yeah. Not doing a victory dance because you are not a victor.
Nope.
But you did get a podium finish.
I'll take it. All right. Let me get out of here, and then we'll be done. Let's see. I hit Street Scene Round 3. The Running Man Challenge. Good old Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Well, I didn't get to play any Centipede today.
Yeah, man, if it doesn't hold a charge, that's
Maybe Elena
Not
played it
cool.
that much that she just killed
No.
I knew you'd be
Maybe
good.
I accidentally left it on.
it. That's probably what it was. It probably got left on.
Yeah.
You're capable
I'll have
of.
to check it out.
I don't know where you turn
Hey,
it on,
rookie.
but oh,
Here's
there's
where you'll see a top-down view of your
Ah,
career at Horizon.
yeah, you just hold it.
Each tile represents another way for you to make a name for yourself here at the festival.
Yeah. All right. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So that's it. I'm gonna switch over here. Thank
Good
you all for showing up.
Yeah, good chat today.
Good driving.
Good fun
Nobody got
conversation.
killed, which is always good. But oh yeah,
yeah.
people know how I drive in video games. You know, I didn't think I did too bad. You know, just bad enough. But yeah. Anyway, video games. You play anything fun this weekend? Destiny 2 still
I've
on that
still
grind?
just been playing Destiny 2. I'm at 525.
Ooh, wow. You
You
still on that grind?
Yeah, I think another week or so before I'll take a break, and then yeah.
I got some more stuff to do in there, but other than that, I'm not going to grind. I don't think I'm going to stick with it.
Yeah, you have so many games that you jump around to. You know
Yeah.
me. I just like kind of stick with something for a while.
Yeah. So I definitely want to play more of this over the weekend. I love myself a good driving game. Anyway,
Yeah.
thanks for everyone for tuning in.
Anthony says Spider-Man.
I'm not personally that interested.
I don't
in
own
Spider-Man,
a
but I'm
Sony.
glad you're into it. So
Yeah.
a lot of people are playing it. Video games. So yeah, next week we got some fun stuff going
Okay.
up. Some stuff we can't talk about. There will be a full nerd, of course, with a special guest who's not on that often. So
Okay.
look
Is
forward
that
to that.
secret? Oh.
I mean, it's not a secret,
Okay.
but yeah,
Okay.
somebody on staff, somebody
Ah.
who might have showed up in chat today.
Oh.
And then, yeah. Anyway, yeah. So that's it
Yeah.
for Player Ready.
It's Friday. Have a great
Friday.
weekend, everyone.
Have a good weekend, Dan. You have a good weekend too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for joining
Yeah.
me.
Have at least a
Yeah.
decent weekend.
Yeah.
At the least. At the least.
And you know what we always say, that you should stay regular, PC
Yeah.
World fans.
We still need to get that sponsorship.
Yeah.